Okay, so this is part 2 in this modifying this Athearn Genesis GP9. I have the video camera set up on the tripod so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so what I did was I cut the tabs off on the board that hold the factory board on here. So what I'm going to do now, as I mentioned in my other video, if you put the decoder on upside down, it's now at the same level that this piece is. So height-wise we should be good there. The only issue is going to be these wires. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to tape this on here, and then I'll see what I can do with the wires. Okay. And you want this to try to be as even as you can. Actually, let's do this. Let's go across the top. Preferably by this end down here. Okay. And I still didn't get it tight enough, darn it. Ah. It can't be easy. This electrical tape's getting down to the end of the roll, so it's not as sticky either. But if I can get it just to hold it for now. Okay. So that's that. Now I gotta do something with this wire. Unfortunately, you can't go this way because that's down in the cab of the locomotive, which is no good. So you basically only get two choices with it. Cut it and resolder it, which is going to be a pain. It can be done, but it's going to be a pain. Or to try to bunch it in here in a nice fashion where it will fit. And I think I can do it. I think I can, if I can get this tape to cooperate with me. Okay. Alright, I think I got a winner here. Because if you look at this, the height of this is very close to that. It might be a little bit more, but I think I'm on the right track here. Okay, so now I am going to tape the decoder and the original factory board to the top of the motor like I normally do with my other DCC installs. If the tape is too long, you can always cut it afterward, but you don't want the tape obviously to touch the motor, because that will be a problem. And actually, I'm a little short, but let's see if we can get this to work. Alright. It looks good. That's not... You want to be careful here too, because if you get this too close, it's going to touch the cab. Alright. So, the trick for the wires, you got to kind of go back and forth like this. I'm already screwing up the sunshade, which needs to come off anyway because this is Conrail, or gonna be Conrail. And I tweaked the handrail. We'll have to fix that. Okay, we're going down and we're on, and oh my god, it fits. Let's just make sure the coupler pocket is good on this end, and the coupler pocket is a little high on this end. Let me just... Boy, it is tight. It is tight, but I believe we have a winner here, folks. I believe we do. I could probably get that bunch of wire a little bit tighter and flatter down to make it work. But I mean, this is ridiculous though, when you consider the amount of money you're spending on this and what you need to do to make this work. They should have either put a lower profile motor in here, like the SW1500s, which is perfect. That works out really good. Or did something different, because you shouldn't have to do that. But anyway, I am excited. I have come up with a solution, and let's see if it runs now. I'll turn. Okay, after further scrutinizing, the shell still was not quite on perfectly. So I have one other trick up my sleeve. Instead of having the board the original way, the way this decoder is, it's nice and flat, so it sits better on this motor. So I actually tipped this upside down, and I'm going to try again. So let me tape it and get the wire situated here, and then we'll test it. Okay, a further refinement. This lip right here needs to be filed down. That's causing problems. So I'll do that, and then we'll see what it looks like now. Okay, I did file that lip off on top of the motor, and I did actually put the board back on right side up, just because of the wires were routed a little better. So let's see if it actually fits on now. This is way too much work to be doing for a DCC ready locomotive. I think we got a winner though. It is sitting, it's still slightly high, but it may be workable. Okay, let's see how it runs now. It's a little bit noisy. I'm not sure why it was with the shell off. Might have the board might be touching the flywheel, because it might be bending the board slightly. Yeah, this is not a good situation for something that is supposed to be DCC ready. This was way too much work to try to modify this to even get it somewhat remotely able to run. Yeah, I don't like this. The other thing I was reading online is somebody had contacted Athearn about this, asking what decoder, and they pretty much did not want to give anybody any answers or help on it, other than stating that there are decoders made for it, and that was about it. So, which is unfortunate, because you'd think that they would be there to help you out a little bit. So anyway, yeah, this is the deal with this, and I gotta tell you, I wanted the Conrail ones, and after this, at the price of them, nah, I think I'm gonna pass. Not unless somebody either comes out with a decoder that fits in here properly, or Athearn comes out with some kind of fix to correct this, because this is just ridiculous at the price of this. The Conrail ones, the cheapest I can find anywhere, is $144 a piece, and I am not paying that to go through this headache. No way. Anyway, if anybody's got any ideas or anything, let me know. But anyway, thanks for looking.